Hey, how's it going, everybody? Sarasota Tim. Miss Tammy and I are going to go over to the beach. We thought we'd take you guys along with us, talk about a few things, and let me lock my door. I'm all mic'd up today, so you can see the volume is good. I've had a few of you guys tell me that the volume was kind of muffled, and you were right. I had it on a different setting, and as you can see now, you can hear me perfectly. I got my back to you. Not intentionally, I was just to kind of give you an example of how it works. So we got our beach umbrella. We only have one beach chair. Miss Tammy will be sitting in that, and we'll walk over here a little bit. I'll edit the video a little bit with cutting out some things. But we're at Boynton Beach, and there's the Forerunner, and there's the Intracoastal Waterway over there. It's nice that Miss Tammy can video around and I can still see, not still see, you can hear me clearly. There's some restrooms over there. And if you want to take a swim in the ocean over here, I wouldn't recommend it. They're saying a lot of sharks are around, but there is a shower right here. And a bunch of guys, these guys right over here with these bikes, those guys are part of hundreds that go up and down this road with $5,000, $10,000 bicycles made of carbon fiber, and they get out and ride 20, 50, 100 miles. So I don't know how long we're going to last, but I was noticing in my videos I was a little pale looking, so I want to get a little color. So Miss Tammy and I are going to hit the beach here, and how long we can stand it is anybody's guess. But there it is, the Atlantic Ocean. Lifeguard's getting ready to update us with some new information. Okay, good to know.
You notice that we have a swim advisory because there was a pipe that broke in Boynton in the Intercoastal about a week ago, and it was the sewage pipe. So we've had higher than normal levels of bacteria.
Okay.
So at low tide, that'll be the worst, but between 3 and 6, that'll be probably the cleanest time. So as the tide's going out, you see that water that's the turbulent
The color
water?
change, yes.
And that's the tide, that's the water coming from the intercoastal, and that's the water that's somewhat not acceptable for swimming.
Okay. Well, what about what we heard about sharks being more present? Is that anything to be concerned about?
Well, when the water's murky, you're absolutely right. There's a higher danger for a shark running into you. But when the water's clear, they don't tend to bother you as much. So in murky water,
yeah.
So I would recommend for all my friends, if it's time to swim today, 3 to 6.
Okay. Yeah, we don't plan to go in.
But that's just what I wanted you to be very aware of. I'm not going to stop you from swimming, but like E. coli can get us sick, earache, throat ache, but it can also be very detrimental for a child.
All right. Well, thanks for the very important information.
Absolutely.
I'm a YouTuber, and the channel is Sarasota Tim.
All right, well, I love Sarasota. It's a great town, beach town. I got some lifeguard friends there, and you guys seem like you know what you're doing, so it's my pleasure to be a part of your show today.
Well, thank you.
Great beaches over there, yeah.
Very nice gentleman there. Gave us all the information we need. Oh, look, there's the pipe pumping out the sand for beach erosion. And I guess we'll go ahead and cut the video until we get everything set up and sit down, and then we'll figure out something else to talk to you guys about. Okay, guys, did want to make a quick video clip on showing you how to properly put a umbrella up in the sand. You see so many people trying. Now, I do have one of those screws that goes in the ground to make it more stable in the event there was a lot of wind, but we can, as you can see, there's no wind. We wish there was. But to get this down in the sand, it's a simple process. Now, not every beach has this kind of sand where you could run into some firmer rock, but if you simply rock back and forth, watch this thing sink right down in the sand. You just rock it back and forth, good swings back and forth. Look at it going down. Okay? Now all I have to do is just pack it down a little bit. There's not going to be any wind to blow this umbrella around. I've got it down about a third of the way. That's not going anywhere. And we have the largest umbrella you can get for the beach. It's not as big as one of those ones you put on your patio, but it's a nice umbrella from Walmart. It goes in here like this, and oh, I mean, the difference just from being in the shade here versus the sun. Now, you just put your chair back where the shade spot is. Got my nice beach bag here I got on a cruise a couple of years ago. In, where did I go? Cozumel. So, Miss Tammy's gonna enjoy the shade. I'm gonna probably just put a couple of towels down on the sand because we don't have but one chair. I need to pick up another one. And we'll be show them the, I'm gonna walk down there and get you guys a good close video of that thing. It's really putting out some sand, helping with the beach road. You can see how the beach is even building where the sand is going out right there. See? Because it just gets eroded away and they're sucking it from over there, the pump house, right here. You can see the little pipe is down in the water, sucking up, and it's coming underneath the ground here all the way over to that pipe. Okay? I'll be right back. Well, I've already decided, folks, you just have no idea how hot it is. I'm not taking my shirt off. I'm not sitting in the sand. We're going to be here, and I got a little slop on my tripod. It's wiggling around. We're going to sit here under the umbrella, which is a lifesaver, and then we're going to get out of here. It's just too hot. That's why there's nobody here. But I do want to show you this pump. I'm going to turn the camera around and give you a good view of it. Look at that. It's really putting it out. Hang on. Check that out. So you see, it's water and sand, but it's mostly sand. Isn't that wild? Man, I didn't know how much it was till I got right here. It's eroding all this because it's putting it in, but you can see the sand beach that it's building, and it'll run down this way here to create more beach. Gosh, it is so hot, folks. That's some kind of pump, isn't it? If you ever watch my videos on TV rather than a mobile device, you'll really see the quality of the camera this iPhone has and get a much bigger picture of the scenery here in Florida. The blue water is over there, as the lifeguard was saying. I don't know if you picked him up on my microphone, but the color change that's coming out from the intracoastal is about right here right now, and that's brackish water, or not brackish, but apparently there was a sewage leak, so I wouldn't want to go in that. Look at this, raging river. Pretty cool, huh? I've never actually walked over here this close to it. It's definitely putting it out, and they'll do that for a few hours. Wow, I'm just sweating. So let me turn the camera back around and talk to you guys. So, let's talk about what we want to stay on track doing. We want to save money. We want to be kind and nice. And I know that my videos, the last few videos, were about Social Security and some finance and things like that. And Miss Tammy and I have just really enjoyed reading the comments. I mean, there's so many good ones where people are in total agreement about collecting at 62. And one of the most important things that some people bring up that I really failed to mention, it's not really those dollars that you're getting. Life is about happiness and health. It doesn't matter how much money you're getting, folks. And I'd like to add this too. When you get I wish this thing wasn't so sloppy. When you get $600 or $700 more by waiting several years for your Social Security, that's not a golden ticket to pay all your bills. People talk about, well, if you get it at 62 and you still can't work, when did I ever say you have to stop working? When did I ever say that, you know, I said you can stop working full time, you can do a side hustle because you're going to have a grub state coming in every month. That's the advantage. Wouldn't you want it sooner than later? I mean, if you wait and you get that extra few $100, you're still going to have to supplement it. It's $700 more a month. By waiting 5 more years working isn't going to pay your bills, especially if things continue to go up. I know they give you a COLA increase, and people talk about that in the comments, but listen folks, the COLA increase is $30 or something. It's so ridiculous. They give you nothing. And then what they do is, if you're above 65, is they always increase your Medicare. So it kind of washes it out. They basically give you enough because Medicare goes up every year to offset that. We got our biggest increase last year at 8.7%. Now, if they were to do that every year, that'd be awesome. We could start getting that check up there. But there's no reason that you need to believe that you're going to have this magic golden ticket to pay all your bills and you're going to be on easy street because you waited till 67 years old to get your Social Security and you get that $700 more a month. You still need to work. And people ask, well, what about when you can't work anymore? When can I not work anymore? When can you not work anymore? I mean, if that's the case, then you're going into a home, I guess, or a hospital. You can always do side hustles. You can always pour wine in a cup. You can always do something that, you know, dog walk. You can do anything to make money. You know, and if you have to, yes, some people don't get a very big check. If you have to, you can, you know, work half the hours, you know, a true part-time job, 20 hours a week or 25. But don't let anybody kid you, folks. The money you're going to get at 67 isn't like it's over now. You can just pay everything, no matter what you got. It goes as far as you need it. Now, so that, just want to make that clear, because some people talk about at 62, you know, it's not enough. But of course it's not enough. It's not enough at 67. But it's nice to know that you don't have to work, you know, 20 more hours a week than you're doing right now, that you have that much covered, that you have your first 20 hours paid. And that's the kicker. That's the kicker. But let's go back to what I said earlier. It's really about health and happiness. If you didn't get a check at all, but you were as happy and healthy and you were just living your life to the fullest, it doesn't even take, I mean, I don't know how people survive, but all the money in the world, if you're unhappy or unhealthy, isn't doing you any good. And the ones that are smart, that I read those comments, that even reminds me, that's the key, is living happiness. So how do we be happy? Well, I made a couple of videos already, and I'm going to go into it real briefly right now. I found that living clean, I quit drinking over 2 months ago, and thinking clearly and purging propaganda and different things from my mind that I don't want to listen to anymore. It's so much easier to find happiness and stay positive when you don't have to swim upriver against all the flow of just negativity. So all you have to do is get out of the river and, you know, walk in the garden, you know, think positive thoughts. And of course, meditate on the Lord. Think on things above. You know, when someone is able to create the whole universe, you don't think that they can provide for you your next meal or a place to live. Don't let things overwhelm you. Don't give in to worry, because worry doesn't do anything. You can't add an inch to your height. You can't get an extra day of your life by worrying. If anything, you're shortening it. So focus on the person that can help you, not a job, not a relative, not anything. Almighty God. And quit wasting money, and quit doing drugs, drinking alcohol, and spending money, becoming intoxicated. Live a healthy life. Start walking. Go to a gym. Just, you know, now I know you're going to say, oh, I drink, I smoke cigarettes, I smoke some marijuana. It's legal. Listen, folks, do what you want to do, okay? But if you're asking me, I know that when I gave up alcohol, I've never felt better in my life. And since I've been going to the gym, I've got this high, I got this energy. My relationship with Miss Tammy has gone like way up. And isn't she cute? She's the nicest girl in the world. I'm so lucky to have her in my life. And for those of you who are asking, you know, certainly we can pool our resources together and get a place together. The camper, for some of you to say he's living in a closet on wheels or calling it a trailer and disparaging it or whatever, let me just say, folks, that is the funnest life, living in that cute little camper. Miss Tammy loves it too. But no, it's not our forever home. We can't live cramped together in there. She's got, you know, I'm trying to get her on being a minimalist. She's got too many things, but even as a minimalist, 2 people in that little 16-footer. So maybe a bigger one with a slide out and a little bigger vehicle. If we put our resources together, we can find a used one and get a great deal, or steal it, as I should say, you know, like get a really good deal. And believe me, folks, this is another thing that I'm going to want to talk about. Good deals are coming. You know, the Fed's going to raise the rate again on the 26th, and it's going to cause things to break, to come down. And it's not sustainable to keep going like it is. It just can't keep going to the moon. Come on, you got to agree with me on that. Rents can't just keep going. Houses can't just keep going. They have to come down. Right now, they're unattainable. Right now, rents are unattainable. People are being evicted. People are losing their jobs pretty soon. More and more will happen because companies are going out of business. And it's really a healthy thing. Not that those that might lose their job, I'm wishing that, but in the end, it's going to create a new plowed field for new growth. And that is, there's been a lag effect. That is coming. Every month now, every week, every quarter, you're going to see new things coming. And for those of you that might think, I don't know what I'm talking about, let me tell you how I do know what I'm talking about. I'm repeating to you folks because you may not listen to everything that I listen to. When you watch the news or you read an article or you go to college, all these teachers, you know, business news or things on YouTube, people are regurgitating what they heard and what they learned and what they read, a little bit of everything to come up with some kind of what they feel is pertinent information. And this is all I'm doing. I am not a genius. I wasn't born, I don't have a crystal ball back at my trailer to tell you guys what's going on. I'm studying these things for you. I'm working for you. I'm encouraging you. I'm working for myself. I want to know when I can get a home. I want to know when something I can rent that's going to be, you know, very good price again to put Miss Tammy in. So she's got room to do her hair and makeup and she's happy. You know, I'm studying all that and that stuff is coming. So when you say, I don't know what I'm talking about, some of you, well then the people that I'm listening to don't know what they're talking about because that's where I'm getting it from. But instead of you having to do all the work and listen to all these different things and knowing this or that, I'm a pretty smart guy. I'm a quick study. I've been around the horn. You know, I didn't go to college, but I got street smarts. I know. I have a sixth sense. God gave it to me. I know. And I'm sharing it with you. And a lot of you know that's true because a lot of you are really on board with everything that I've been talking about. And it's not because I'm dogmatic about it. It's because this is what I've learned. This is what I heard. This is what I believe in. And I wanted to share it. And now 34,000 people are following me and, you know, want to hear what I got to say. And some of them are not saying such good things, but hey, I don't have to even combat them anymore. I got you guys on the attack. I read some of the comments. Miss Tammy and I, we enjoy reading the comments. And oh boy, if you get in there and you say something below the belt, watch out because the watchdogs are there to take care of you. I don't have to take care of you. I don't even have time to answer them all. I can't. But I do want to say again right now before I end the video that I love each and every one of you that have subscribed to my channel. I appreciate the support that you've given me. I appreciate your comments. We are both reading them now. It's not just me. Tammy will say, listen to this one. So I have like an employee over there. I can't read them all. There's so many. And she finds the good ones. And a lot of you guys, you know, we hit where it says more and it drops down and there's like 6 paragraphs. A lot of you got a lot to say. If you have a difference of opinion with me, you're never going to be hidden or deleted. I respect your opinion. I do not know everything. Everything that I'm regurgitating, as I said a minute ago, isn't always accurate. Maybe I'm regurgitating something that is completely wrong. But we'll get it right. Just like I tried to come back the other day and make a video saying, you know, I was wrong about the math. And that was a simple, honest mistake. But that was really weird how 2 and 2, but if you subtract it and multiply and divide, it doesn't work out both ways. Anyway, so I'm enjoying it. I woke up this morning with 34,000 new subscribers. I'm happy, and I'm glad that I have all you Christian subscribers out there. We don't hang our head when we say it either, do we? We don't call it a universe anymore. We call it God. We call it God Almighty. He's the one that provides everything. All this other stuff is fluff and talk, worrying about the economy, worrying about housing, rents, all these things, interest rates, car prices, all the things we talk about. All you have to do is come to center, trust in the Lord, live clean, be nice to everybody, pay it forward, and always crush it.